Hello sissies! So today's video, we're here to show to you
And here to inform you some of the two famous mathematicians with their contribution to our society.
So I am Keisha Medistavo, and here's my friend.
And I'm Wilma V. Bautista. Let's start! Archimedes was a great scientist, a great mathematician, and a physician. He also worked his entire life in searching of discovering mathematical formulas that are related to physics. Archimedes' reputation as a lover of mathematics and a problem solver has earned him the nickname of the father of mathematics. One of his key innovations has what he called the method of exhaustion. This method allowed him to calculate the area of shapes, including circle. The method of exhaustion allowed him to quantify the value of pi, the number that allows us to determine the measurement of a circle. He also worked with prime number, and he has the one of the first mathematician to understand the concept of infinity. Archimedes was born in Syracuse, a city in Sicily which has a Greek colony at the time. Archimedes is especially important for his discovery of the relation between the surface and volume of a sphere and its circumscribing cylinder. He is known for his formulation of a hydrostatic principle known as Archimedes' principle and a device for rising water still used known as the Archimedes screw. An Archimedes screw is a sample machine that is used to lift water when the screw is turned.
So I started this with a quote saying, "The laws of nature are but the mathematical thoughts of God." And this quote is a quote by Euclid of Alexandria, who was a Greek mathematician and philosopher who lived about 300 years before Christ. And the reason why I include this quote is because Euclid is considered to be the father of geometry, and it is a neat quote. Regardless of your views of God, whether or not God exists, or the nature of God, it says something very fundamental about nature. Maybe some of us asking why Euclid became a father of geometry. So there is a reason why Euclid is considered to be the father of geometry and why we often talk about Euclidean geometry. So this picture over here is the picture of Euclid painted by Raphael. And based on my research, no one really knows what Euclid looked like, even when he was born or when he was died. So this is just Raphael's impression of what Euclid might have looked like when he was teaching in Alexandria. But what made Euclid the father of geometry is really his writing of Euclid's Elements, and what the Elements were essentially a 13-volume textbook, and arguably the most famous textbook of all time. And what he did in those 13 volumes is, he essentially did a rigorous, thoughtful, logical through geometry and number theory, and then also solid geometry. Euclid collected the work of many mathematicians who preceded him. His vital contribution was to gather, to compile, organize, and rework the mathematical concept of his predecessors into a consistent whole later to become known as Euclidean geometry. He introduced the method of proving a geometrical result by deductive reasoning based upon previously proved result and some self-evident specific assumptions called axioms and postulates. And this picture over here is the piece for the English version or the first translation of the English version of Euclid's Elements. And this was done in 1570, but it was obviously first written in Greek.
That's all for today. Thank you.